I'm Dr. Nate Akpij, and in this 4 in 4 video, we'll be summarizing findings from a 2022 article, The Impact of COVID-19 on Campus-Based Support Programs Serving Students with Foster Care Experience, Focus Groups with Administrators and Students. And this article was led by my colleague, Dr. Kizzy Lopez. So this study, a purpose of the study really was to hear from both students and staff. We wanted to get both perspectives about how the COVID-19 pandemic impacted the campus support program and also the students. Did this to learn about challenges that the pandemic brought about, but also the creative and collaborative ways that students and the programs adapted to those challenges. We did this because hopefully this information will be helpful to other campus support programs, several hundred programs across the country that face similar challenges. So we recruited California in 2-year and 4-year schools that had campus support programs for students with foster care backgrounds. First, we conducted 4 virtual focus groups with 12 administrators and staff from 10 different campuses. This was done in October and November of 2020, which was in the height of the pandemic. Then from those schools that we spoke to, we recruited 15 students from 4 of the campuses, conducted virtual focus groups in December 2020. So we analyzed the transcripts using a qual-qual approach. We started with the staff and administrative transcripts to learn about the impact of the pandemic, and then we used student transcripts to enhance and extend our understanding of those impacts. Transcripts were first coded independently by each of the 4 researchers on a project. Then we worked collaboratively to build a code book and generate and refine themes. So there were 2 main themes that came from our findings. The first theme was all about the challenges that were experienced in the COVID-19 pandemic. And theme 1 had 6 sub-themes. First was about disconnection, just how the pandemic really broke the social connections among students, staff, and faculty, which was a huge hit because campus support programs, the lifeblood of them, are the connections that are formed. There are also disruptions in enrollment, classes, and learning, technology woes, about accessing and navigating the new technology, also being zoomed out. Also, a greater flow of basic needs and gaps, financial hardships came about. There are also employment challenges. For some students, there was too much work opportunity. In other cases, students found it difficult to find work. There was also a very severe and pervasive toll on mental health for some students feeling stressed, depressed, and depleted. Theme 2 was about the ways that the students and the staff responded to the challenges. There were 2 sub-themes. First was about the collaborative and creative responses that involved both reaching within and reaching out. And then the second theme was resilience. So some takeaways. First, the study findings are relevant to other CSPs across the US that were also shaken by the COVID-19 pandemic. Mental health and social isolation were pervasive, and it also seemed to play out as a vicious circle. We heard from students that it was incredibly valuable when campus support program staff took the time to proactively reach out to them rather than waiting for meetings or waiting for the student to come to them. These were brief context, but really communicated care. Going virtual was profoundly disruptive to the connections that typically form in CSPs, especially for new students that were onboarding to the program. However, staff also found that virtual meetings were also increased flexibility and versatility, especially for students who are parenting or who are working. Campus support program community was also disrupted, but staff also experimented with creative ways to still maintain a sense of connectedness. CSP staff had to form new and likely lasting partnerships to meet students' basic needs, both within the campus and outside to organizations. And self-care became absolutely critical to staff to prevent burnout. So if you'd like to see a 1-page summary of this article, or you'd like to request a full copy of the article, go to my website, nateakpij.com, and you can also watch other 4 in 4 videos.